What's up, everybody? I'm La Barbecue, and today we're gonna make a different type of video. Usually we play games here, we have fun, but today I just want to inform and just show you guys how to be a safe gun owner. Like, the reason I'm making this video is just because I know I reach a gaming audience, and it'll be nice, I think, to spread some information and some knowledge just about guns. Now, with that being said, I am not a professional when it comes to guns. I just like to consider myself a safe gun owner, a well-educated gun owner. Like, I've had my guns for 3 years and I haven't had any issues. I'm not scared of them, unless you should always be alert and aware about your surroundings and who has a gun. But I'm trying to just inform people about what to do with your gun, how to carry yourself and whatnot. So here we go. And before we get started here, I feel like the main reason I wanted to make this video is so that people don't end up like this.
Hostile VTOL warship inbound.
Bitch, say I ain't got money. Say I ain't got money. God damn. What the fuck? I swear to God, I just emptied the mag.
That clip always gets to me, man. Like, that, it could have easily been avoided. Like, the reason that his gun went off is because he still had bullets in his mag and he didn't take the mag out. So he did cycle it back and got one bullet out the chamber, but since he had more bullets, one just went back in the chamber. So if he wanted to avoid that situation, he would have dropped the mag, then cleared the round out, cleared it some more, and then if he wanted to shoot his gun on stream again, then he could have. But that situation could have easily been avoided. Also, do not drink alcohol and shoot your gun, bro. Do not do it. Alcohol and guns are such a bad combination, and that just makes that whole situation even worse, that he was drunk when he did that. So there. And this is also to address situations like this.
You gonna shoot me? Get the fuck away.
Oh!
Get away. Call the cops right now. Call them.
Oh.
Call the cops. Get the fuck away. Call the cops. Get away.
She got the gun on me.
Call them now.
With the car. Call them. I'm telling. Get the
Call the cops.
Get the license plate.
Get
the license plate now. Cause you were never about to hit me with the damn
Don't
car.
you fuck.
So to avoid those two things, that's why I want to make these videos, so people can arm themselves responsibly and safely, and they can have their gun and not be scared of having their own gun. I would just like to stop seeing people in those type of situations, like where they can't defend themselves, they don't have a gun, they don't know about guns. That would suck if somebody just pulled up on you in a parking lot and they're like, "Run me your money," and you don't have anything to defend yourself, or someone's just angry at you. In that situation, I think they hit somebody's car or whatever, and then they pulled a gun out on them, and it was a whole confrontation. If you want to go look at that video, go look at that video. All right, so that's why I'm making the video, to avoid people being put in situations like that. All right, let's get started. First, we're gonna unload the gun. All right, so this is my Glock 19. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's a real gun. It's a real gun, and it's really loaded right now because I actually like to keep my guns near me when I'm streaming or playing any video games. All right, so the gun is loaded. You see where my finger is? That's where you should keep your finger if you're just casually carrying it. Don't have it on the trigger. Don't have it pointed at somebody. That is illegal. To just point and present your gun, that is illegal. So don't do that unless you're protecting yourself or defending your property, or that's pretty much it. You shouldn't be pointing a gun at anybody for any other reason, really, unless it's to protect yourself or defend your property. All right, so now just to drop the magazine is this right in here. We call it a magazine, really not a clip. All right, so to drop that, there's this button that my thumb is on. You just press it. As simple as that. The mag comes out. This mag is 15 bullets. There are 14 in there right now because I have one in the chamber. So that means the gun in total can carry 16 bullets. Math is hard. All right, so to get that one bullet out of there, because it is still in there, you pull it back. You pull the slide back. Oops. We're gonna do that video again. That part again. All right, so if I want to reset up that situation, hey, it's a good thing to fail because, hey, I mess up sometimes. I didn't pull it back hard enough. That was my fault. All right, so the bullet is in there now. I just dropped that one on the floor, right? I didn't put it back in. It's right here. So if I want to get that bullet out again, I drop the magazine and I slide it back right this time. I need to find that bullet. All right, so it's out. You can do it more gracefully, but I like to pull them back because I usually catch them in the air, but hey, I'm sitting down right now, so I'm doing my best. All right, so now the gun is empty, but to make sure it's empty, I always like to slide it back a few times, look in there, make sure you don't see anything, and make sure your gun's good to go. All right, so that's it. That's it for unloading the gun. All right, so next we're gonna disassemble it, take it apart, get the slide off, and get everything out there. All right, so to disassemble your gun, again, I know we just did it, but make sure that there's nothing in the chamber. All right, there's nothing in the chamber. It's clear. I've looked at it. I know it's empty. All right, so now you have to pull the trigger. You have to pull the trigger. I know if you're scared, if you never held a gun, there is nothing in here. You know there is not. There's no mag. There's no bullet. But it's good to also just make sure that there's nothing in there. All right, so we know there's for a fact that there's nothing in there. So we pull the trigger. Nothing in there. All right, so now after that, there are tabs on the side that you have to slide down with your fingers. I know my camera's a little blurry right there, but that's what you have to pull down. You have to pull it down on both sides. All right, and you have to pull the slide back ever so gently. So pull those down, pull the slide back, and pull it forward. There you go. All right, your slide is off. You can take it apart like that. Your spring is right here, and your barrel is right here. So just to go over that again, if I want to reassemble it, put the barrel back in there, spring goes on top of that. I can do this blindfolded, so I don't know why I'm struggling right now. I need to clean my gun actually. Well, that'll be another video, cleaning your guns. All right, so that's what it is. That's the slide right there. And that's how you take it apart. And to put it back together, it's simple. Just line it up, line up your case, and get the slide on it like so. And there you go. Still not loaded, still nothing in there. All right, so we can, if you want to load it, make it hot as they call it, put the mag back in, make sure it's seated. You have to get a good press on that. Make sure it's seated so it doesn't fall out when you're trying to engage someone. So to make that, put that bullet back in there, you have to cycle it back. There you go. Your gun is now hot. There is now a live bullet in there, and if you press that trigger, it's gonna go boom. Like I said earlier, I don't know if I said that so far yet, but there is no safety on this gun. There is no safety on a Glock 19. All right, again, guys, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best gun owner. Like there's plenty of people definitely better than me out there. So if you guys have any more comments or any other tips that I left out, then please comment them down below. I greatly appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna get into the Glock 43 next. Bam! Glock 43 is just a smaller version of the Glock 19 that I believe they're pretty much the same gun. This one's just smaller and it's way easier to conceal carry. This is the one I usually carry on me, but sometimes I do carry the Glock 19, just depending on where I'm going and how many people are there. All right, so Glock 43. It's a nice gun. I really like this one. It's easy to shoot. I'm way more accurate with this thing than I am the 19. Don't ask me why. I think just because your hands fitting on a gun really, to me, is very important. I don't know if it's important to other people, but it's important to me. All right, so if you remember what I said, anything about the last, this gun functions just like the last one. There's no safety on it, so treat it just like you would the other one, pretty much. All right, so this gun is also loaded right now. So right now, we're gonna drop that magazine right there. Press that button on the side. Again, I am left-handed, so mine are on the right. You can get adjusted to be your right hand or your left hand. Keep your finger off that trigger too. All right, so we're gonna drop that mag. This one carries, there's 6 in the mag right now. Yep, there's 6 in there. So this gun at total holds how much? 7. Math is hard. All right, so now we're gonna empty it completely because we still have a bullet in there, remember? Even if you drop the mag, there's still a bullet in there. I've heard some horror stories about people not knowing that. Like, there's one podcast I was listening to, and this guy shot someone because he didn't know there was one still in the chamber. He just thought when you drop the mag, that was it. But it's never, never treat if you haven't cleared it yourself, I would not trust a gun that someone says is unloaded. Don't trust that. You clear it yourself. Trust things that you do yourself, especially when it comes to a life death situation with a gun. All right, so still got a gun in there, bullet in there. We're gonna just slide it back, cock the slide back, and there you go. That's that bullet that I said was in there. There it is. All right, so just slide it back. Make sure there's nothing in that chamber, and it's empty. You look in there, make sure, visually check, and we're gonna press the shoot button. The shoot button, and we're gonna press the trigger. Sorry, don't get triggered that I didn't say trigger. I'm sorry. Shoot button. All right, there you go. It's empty. All right, so now to cock it back, hold those tabs like I said on the first part, and goes forward, and it's off. There you go. Gun disassembled. Put it back together. Just slide it back on. I'm not gonna take this one all the way apart like I did the other one. Put it back on. There you go. That's it. That is it. All right, so now that you've seen the guns that I usually carry around for CWP purposes, just some tips about how to manage them, how to keep them safe, keep them away from your kids, or just keep them out of the eye of anybody who don't want them to see. You know what I'm saying. Just like keep them safe. All right, so I have a gun vault. I'm not going to show you where it is, obviously, in case somebody try to act stupid. I have a gun vault safe. I keep it in there most of the time. I know the code. My wife knows the code. Make sure, even if you're married, make sure that person is okay with having a gun in the house, because that can be an issue. Like if you guys aren't on the same wavelength and you trust that person with 100%, then yeah, you guys can talk about getting a gun. But if you don't, if you have any doubt in your heart that they might try to go into that safe and use that gun against you, don't tell them. Don't tell them the code to get in. Don't let them have access to it. But if you guys both want a gun in the house, obviously one of you guys need to know the code. I would sit down and talk with your partner about that before you go out and buy a gun. Okay? All right, what else? Concealed carrying. I do it all the time. Whenever I go out, I really have a concealed carry on me. It is with either of these two guns. I always have one. I always have it. If you have a CWP and you're not carrying your gun with you, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, so I have two forms that I like to have with me. I know my legs are showing. I have two forms of concealed carry I like to do. So usually I have a abdomen holster. I have it usually right here, or I just have a hip, usually an inner hip holster, so it goes into your pants and you can have it right there. I'm left-handed, so yeah, you know where it usually is. Other gun owners can tell when you have your gun. Like I get stares all the time because people know by the way you dress. Sometimes people know, and like if there's bulging of the gun hanging out or anything, people know when you have a gun. So just have your CWP with you. That's all I would suggest, or just make it as hard to see as you possibly can. I mean, no one's really looking at me that hard, but you can tell when I can always tell personally when I see other gun owners with their who have their CWP out, or if they don't have their CWP. You just gotta look for signs in people to tell. There's certain signs that I would suggest taking more classes on it, you know. Alright, so like I said, the reason I made this whole video is just to educate more people, more gamers, mostly more people of color. Carry. That's all I'll say is carry. I don't feel like there's really a negative to it that I can see, but it's a peace of mind, because you rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. That's how I feel every time. If I ever leave the house and I forget my weapons, then I feel naked. I feel like so vulnerable when I leave my house. And it's not like I'm famous or anything. It's just like all the stuff going down in America right now, it'd be best to have a gun, or something to protect yourself, you know. If you don't feel comfortable getting guns, I have a taser and an OC for my wife. I'm working on getting her a gun too, but hey, that'll come with time. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If I missed any tips, leave them down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys coming, and we'll be back with more gaming videos. But I just felt like I needed to make this video. You know, if this can help anybody, share it, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're keeping up with the channel. I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all later. Goodbye.
Yes, sir. Did you like that video? Me too, because I made it. I know it's good. If you did like that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Make sure you have that bell turned on for notifications for when I make a new video. Also, you can catch me on any of the socials down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those. I'm on there. That's it. See you guys later.
Alright, one extra thing too that I want to say is just, I'm going to show you how I hold my gun. Because I know there's a lot of different thought out there. This is the 43. There's a lot of different thought or different tips that people give out on how to hold their gun, but this is how I hold mine. All right, so I'm left-handed, like I've said before. I'm left-handed, so I keep my left hand is like this. Get a good grip on it, and have your shooting hand first. That's what I always like to have. My shooting hand first. The gun is empty right now, of course, and my secondary hand, my weak hand, is usually like this. So that's how I like to shoot and have my gun. I figured I'd at least put that in the video. Like, why would I make a whole video about how to take care of your gun and not show you how to at least hold it? This is how I do it. A lot of people do the teacup. I do not like doing that, but I mean, I know some people shoot really good with it. But I was taught to not do the teacup kind of thing, so that's not what I do. So have it like this. Keep your arms extended a little bit. Again, I'm not a professional. This is just what I do. I'm showing you how I shoot, and I'd like to consider myself a decent shot. So if you need another angle of it, there I go. Have my thumbs one on top of the other. So if I ever need to reload, there you go. And there, you shoot like that. That's how I shoot. You take it how you want it. You use that or not, go take a class on it. That's what I suggest. I can't, there's only so much so much I can put in one video, but yeah, there you go.